Actually, I'm going to have a different approach than you on this one. You seem a little hesitant about this one.
I am.
I'm all for this one, and I'll say it, if this is true, because Marvel themselves has not come out and said this yet, but if this is true, I'm actually more excited for this than I am a Black Widow movie. And that is that the head of the Dora Milaje, Okoye, might be getting her own spin-off series on Disney Plus, as well as reprising her role in the upcoming Wakanda series, which I would like to hear more about that. That's coming to Disney Plus. I think this is a good idea. I know Josh sounds a little apprehensive here, but I like this idea because I really, really dig the Dora Milaje. They're so distinctly different from the rest of the MCU. They're not just like, hey, we're like Winter Soldier, we're just master assassins. No, like they've got this unique look, they've got unique style, both in terms of aesthetics, but also their fighting style. They just bring a different presence to the MCU that I really, really enjoy. But also, we don't know anything about them. How do the Dora Milaje train? How do they live? What is their day-to-day life like? I know they're always supposed to protect the King of Wakanda, but what is a day in the life of the Dora Milaje look like? How do they become that which they are? How do they get to the point that they become the most dangerous assassins in the world type of thing? How do they get chosen? What's the training like? It almost kind of feels like it could be the potential of like the Spartan side of 300, except with competent storytelling.
No. Ooh.
I said what I said.
Dig. Only because you brought up 300. The only thing that has made me so mad this week is the list of movies that Zack Snyder put out that Warner Brothers won't let him make, and every single movie on that list, I was like, don't want to see.
Or also how he says him and Christopher Nolan almost made Man of Steel set in the Dark Knight trilogy universe.
Go away. Anyway, so I am also like, I'm with you on this. As far as like, it would be super interesting. I think there's a lot of potential there, a lot of fun storytelling, maybe even exploring what does it mean to be the, I'm going to mispronounce, the Dora Milaje.
There you go.
Wow, yeah.
First try.
So cool. What it means to be them when there's no king.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like that would be super cool. But
without a king, what do you protect?
Yes.
Ooh.
So, but much like a Kardashian, there's a big butt in the room. I am nervous. I'm just gonna keep going. I am nervous that this starts a trend of giving everyone an origin series, and I guess
you mean like what they're already doing.
They haven't like done everyone though. You know what I mean?
Everyone that hasn't had a movie gets a Disney Plus series.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel, Secret Invasion, Hawkeye, Iron Wars. Armor Wars.
I get nervous whenever you start doing like, hey, these people can't carry a movie, which I wouldn't exactly agree with. But so they can't carry movies, so we're going to do a TV show or whatever. But I will say they're good about keeping it to a season or keeping it, 13 episodes or something like that, which is, in my opinion, perfect. Like, for an origins show, you don't need to go into like, all right, season 3, we're now a month before Wakanda, before the events of Black Panther. All right, we're running out of content here. Like, I don't want that to be the case. So, but so far, I guess my concern is not necessarily warranted at this particular moment.
Well, we've also said numerous times that Disney Plus desperately needs content of some kind. But also, the first Black Panther set up such a fantastic storytelling world with Wakanda that almost has limitless narrative possibilities that I was immediately enamored with from what is the high-ranking official's life like to what are the people that live in just the regular part of town live like. I want just more of Wakanda and more of the environment and the world it inhabits. I want more storytelling like that. And so if we take a specific character that might not necessarily have the significance of like a Black Panther, this also could be a stopgap, if you will, until they kind of get a better hold of what to do with the legacy of Black Panther. Let's focus on the rest of Wakanda for the time being, so to speak, of like, we don't know what we're doing with our chess piece here, so we're just going to keep moving other pieces around that still
Yeah.
flow naturally.
Yeah, which I guess makes sense. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. That's what I'm gonna go with. I don't. Cool. Let's bring it on, I guess.